Is she our new teacher? She looks scared already." The students in the back row snickered as Ms. Parker, 24, stood by the chalkboard of a high school in Detroit, Michigan. It was her first teaching job. Her hands trembled slightly as she wrote her name, the chalk squeaking. The class didn't care. They texted, whispered, laughed. Someone threw a paper ball. Ms. Parker took a breath and said softly, "I know I look nervous, but I promise I'll never give up on you, even if you give up on me." They rolled their eyes. By week 3, she'd been ignored, mocked, even had her lesson plan stolen from her desk. She cried in her car every night, whispering, "God, maybe I'm not made for this." But every morning she came back, with the same quiet smile. One day she noticed a boy in the back, Andre, 16, angry and withdrawn. He never spoke, never turned in assignments. She stayed after class and asked, "You like music, don't you?" He looked up, surprised. "How'd you know?" "You tap beats on your desk when you're bored. I listen." She gave him an old notebook. "Write your lyrics here. Just promise me one thing. Don't stop." Weeks passed. Andre began writing every day. Then other students joined in. Poetry, short stories, sketches. The room that used to mock her became loud in a new way, creativity instead of cruelty. By the end of the year, they'd put together a small book called Voices of Room 207. It was raw, emotional, and powerful. The principal was so moved he had copies printed for the entire district. A few months later, Ms. Parker was invited to a citywide education event. When she stepped on stage, she saw her students cheering from the front row and Andre holding a microphone. He performed one of his poems. She walked in quiet and we thought she was weak, but her silence was thunder that taught us to speak. Tears filled her eyes. When the applause ended, Andre handed her the notebook she'd given him, now full. "Here," he said, "you helped me fill this. Maybe it's time I help others too." He later became a youth counselor, working in the same neighborhood he once wanted to escape. On Ms. Parker's classroom wall today hangs a plaque from her students that reads, "The teacher they laughed at became the one we'll never forget." If you believe that real strength speaks softly but changes lives loudly, comment, inspire, and share this story with someone who kept showing up even when no one believed in them.